Arnaudville native Mavis Arnaud Frugé is known as Louisiana's first lady of French language. The 85-year-old has been knighted twice by the French government for her efforts to revive French in Louisiana. Once a month, Mavis invites the community to gather around the table to chat in French. Her French tables are beloved events and part of the city's cultural identity.
This sign says St. Luc Campus. Immersion en français. Ghetto, coming soon. I want to see French immersion happening on this campus. I want heritage crafts being taught on this campus. It could so happen. We've got all the space in this little building. It's not so little. It's 33,000 square feet on 5 acres of land in the middle of Arnaudville.
If Mavis Arnaud Frugé has her way, St. Luke's, a French immersion school, will open its doors in Arnaudville as the first of its kind in Louisiana. She gives me a tour of the former hospital building to show its potential, already taking shape with community classes.
Helen, this is what we use for one of our classrooms. In here, we've had spinning. You see our spinning wheels. We've had spinning lessons. Of course, we have French classes too, and quilting, basket making. We want to revive heritage crafts. That's why we're doing chair caning and these wonderful little baskets, tanning, which is almost a lost art.
Mavis is a descendant of the founder of Arnaudville.
Karen, this is my ancestor, Jacques Arnaud, who he and his 2 brothers came from Josier, France, in the 1800s, early 1800s, and he settled here in Arnaudville and married an Acadian woman.
Mavis grew up in a French-speaking household and watched as her community slowly lost the language after a 1921 Louisiana law forbade spoken French in public schools.
I was never punished for speaking French at school, but some kids were. And some were so humiliated, you know, where they couldn't ask even to go to the bathroom and would wet their clothes because they needed to go, and we couldn't speak it at school, but we lived it otherwise. The local priest gave his homilies in French.
After her husband, a Vietnam veteran, passed away at age 66, Mavis went to Nova Scotia to reconnect with her roots and the French language.
I don't call it Cajun French or Creole French, I call it Louisiana French. And it's still here. We don't speak it as much.
French spoken here is not textbook French. It's not the formal French taught in schools, but nevertheless, it's French.
It indeed is an old French, and it's our French with all its imperfections.
In 2006, Mavis came up with the idea to invite people to the table to speak French. She held her first French table event along the banks of Bayou Teche and fried up beignets on site to entice people to attend. 125 people turned out that day for the first French table, and as word spread, attendance grew.
Always the last Saturday of the month, once a month. It's a free event. We don't charge anything. We always have donuts and coffee, and people bring, you know, we have door prizes, and we have a little format.
Mavis held her French table events at the town market, an art gallery that evolved to become present-day New Arts and Culture Collective. In time, the French table outgrew its original venue and took up residence at the Arnaudville Community Center. Mavis' quest to revive the French language in Louisiana caught the attention of filmmakers who produced a docufilm, Mavis, One Simple Sentence, airing on LPB. A recent premiere of the film at New Arts and Culture Collective brought the community out to honor Mavis and encourage local French speakers to understand the importance of their talents.
The importance of French in Louisiana, the importance of saying, I know I can be somewhere else, but I choose to be here because our culture is worth more. It is more important than anything else. And so I celebrate Lainey, I celebrate without Mavis, and I thank you to the filmmakers for allowing that to happen.
It was an emotional evening for Mavis, who was moved to tears over the bond forged speaking and sharing a common language and a commitment to preserving Louisiana's French heritage.